Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Total War Rome 2 in our Empire Divided Palmyra series. So we are actually, I hope this isn't too disappointing, but we've experienced this once already in the campaign. We're not going to actually fight the battle for Athens on the battle map because the same thing happens with Athens that happened with Alexandria. And it's a real shame because as a result of, just the campaign being, different from the Grand Campaign, even though we're still playing on the Grand Campaign map, it's not going to look like Athens. So we're not going to get the glorious feeling of marching on Athens. And I mean, it's a pretty good fight, but it's not particularly even. The odds are definitely in our favor. And I'm going to go ahead and just fight a balanced stance battle as Zenobia and end this. Looks like we didn't lose any actual troops, which is great. That force got driven away, and we might be able to get them with our navy that's in Gortina. Athens now belongs to us, and as you recall, that leaves me free to take Sparta. Now, this force is not in great shape, but we can probably get in protective stance and hopefully not lose any units at all. But we'll see. There were some units that were pretty weak. Perfect. We didn't lose any units. So, that can regenerate over time. We have now taken control of all of Greece. Our armies have leveled up, and why have we not fulfilled our quests? We have. I guess it's going to give it to us at the beginning of the next turn, which is unfortunate. I was hoping to get it immediately. But that's fine. So we are done with the Hellenic expansion. And now, in terms of the territory we want to control, we are almost in control of Pannonia, which is one of our major military objectives for the overall campaign. And then we just have to control Parthia. And now that the Sassanids have very brazenly declared war against me, I can start marching across their territory with the full force of my armies. So that's going to be nice. But because we didn't get our rewards right away there, we aren't going to do anything more this turn, I don't think. And it looks like we've got a lot of breaking down to do. Let's go ahead and... No, those will be converted later. I don't know that I need a recruitment center in Achaia, so we're going to leave that be. And we still have one little territory of Nerona that belongs to Gallic Rome here in Illyricum, but we're about to kick them out of Roman territory completely, and we're going to have a pretty nice little Roman Empire established. And as a matter of fact, we may even, let's take a quick look at the political map, we might, before long, we're currently admired in order to establish, hang on, we need to have 65% influence, and we currently have... No, we have 65, so... we might be able to do just a few things and potentially convert to Empire, which would give us additional edicts. It would make political parties more loyal and open up more recruitment slots. Now, we already have more recruitment slots, so it wouldn't actually change anything. But, we would get the research rate boost. We would lose a tax rate bonus that we're getting from kingdoms, but we would get a research rate boost. So there's some give and take. But to declare an empire is, I feel like, the next good role-playing step that we need to take. So we'll probably be doing that as well. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else we can do with our agents. I don't think that there is. Oh, wait, hang on. This general and this army leveled up. Very nice. So we can make them an indomitable infantry. Let's go ahead and do that. And then the general himself, let's give him military administrator so the upkeep on his army is a little bit less, and our income will go up as a result. We're also one turn away from finishing our current research, which is going to unlock the royal stables and royal barracks. That'll help us with our equipment levels of our horses, mainly. I think, right? What, Gallic Rome, what are you doing? What are you doing, Gallic Rome? You're too tiny and pathetic right now for me to worry about you. Leave me alone. Just go away and die in peace. Alright, so the Marcomanni are making a few curious moves, but it doesn't look like they're being particularly aggressive. Which is good. I want them to back off for a sec. The Caledonians are our friends for the time being. The Sassanids, what are you going to do? Where are your major armies? So far, you've attacked me with a medium-sized army and with... Alright, that looks like a full-size army near Hatra, moving near Edessa. So that could be one of our first major confrontations, with the Sassanids. And we have an agent near them, so we could mess with them severely before that battle happens.
The gods speak through thunder and storm, but they tell us to ally with you.
Sure.
If you will have...
Anything to keep those factions up there off my back, I will take any treaties that I get, that I'm offered. Our hidden agent exposed. Ania Trigemina. Your concealed agent has been found by other forces. So that's our agent here. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. Your army's provisions have been poisoned by an enemy spy. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, good. We got some extra money for completing the Hellenic expansion, and we completed a bonus objective as well. And now we have to control all of Hispania and Narbonensis, which I'm pretty sure I do. I think that's all here. So I've already gotten that. We're going to get more money next turn as a result. Ships at the port. Trading ships from a distant land have arrived at the port. The foreigners look like they could use a bath, but offer to trade exotic animals. So let's allow trade, because money. And let me actually see what objectives we were just given. Yeah, so we're going to get more money at the beginning of the next turn. And it does seem like we've completed a bonus objective there too, so that's helpful. So we need to control 10 Imperial Palmyran cataphracts. Where would I train them? I don't know. We'll check that in a bit. But we're not going to get them... well, we might. If we find a place to train them... Hang on, that might actually work. Hang on. We'll have to look. Extra experience gain rate for all units? Yes, please. Let's do that next. Hell yes. And we have several mainline settlements that need to be converted. Right, Athens, I want you to be... Let's have you be a harbor port. Thessalonica is not... It needs to be a military wharf. I meant that for a while. And we'll do an aqueduct, a library, and then an amphitheater. Definitely want to have a procurator's villa. We'll have some additional... This is already a food production settlement, so why don't we do a mine there, and we're in good shape. Okay, with that being done, we have got... Look at all the unseasonal conditions. Dang. Okay. Imperial Palmyran cataphracts. Don't see them. What are you? Alley cavalry. You have my attention. They have a lower base morale, but it looks like they're better than the Palmyran Legionary cavalry in just about every way. Good to know. So let's go ahead and disband. Once again, I'm being a little bit wasteful here because I didn't notice I had that option, but let's get that done. But then I can still train some additional units here, most likely. Okay, so that's all I can train for that army this turn. Try not to keep doing that. Can I train the Legionaries here? No, but if I march them over to the next, like right here, I could. So I think I'm going to disband these guys too. I'm going to stop making that mistake. We're going to march here. The only downside of doing this is it means I can't train the other army this turn. It's okay though. We're doing all right against the Sassanids. I can wait a little bit longer. And also, I think I can bring that other army over here to train. So it might work out. Alright, so I've got all of my cavalry that I need. Let's just train up the Hanian archers. Yep, swordsmen are already trained. So we're going to bring you over to Alexandria, and next turn you'll be able to train at the same time concurrently. So that saves us a little money. Works out. Thank God for push-to-mute buttons. Because violent sneezes suck, especially when they come out of nowhere. Okay, there's that. Yep, you're going to hang out there until you heal up. Actually, no, you're not. No, you're not. You can kill two birds with one stone. I need you to rapid march. Good, you can get up to Naissos, and that's exactly what I want you to do.
Ready for battle. Lay siege to the settlement.
Okay, we are kicking Tetricus out of Illyricum once and for all. We're going to convert that to a mainline settlement building. We can go ahead and put an aqueduct in play here. I will go ahead and break down the training building because I don't need it. And I'm okay with a taberna. Well, no, actually. Let's have a... Screw it. Let's do another library. Why not?
Ready for battle.
Going all in on the libraries. Let's assassinate with a concealed blade. Ah. Well, that didn't work.
Ready for orders. To your duties, men.
Okay, so it's a quincum that remains in my crosshairs, and it looks like I can go ahead and take it.
The settlement.
And there we go. We control Pannonia. It's one of our mainline objectives. That worked out. So, yeah, let's have you be a farming settlement. And I think I did decide that I wanted this to be a recruitment settlement, didn't I? Do I need that, though? Do I really? I don't think I do. I think I've got enough recruitment as is. Let's break that down. I'd rather have... Let's see, which one of these... One of these had a... Yeah, the tax harvesting boost, but the Shrine of Aglabal... It's the Shrine of Nabu that has a research rate boost. Let's go with that one. I knew that one of them was kind of special. Alright, so... I can use this spy to go ahead and mess with Istros. We poison the wells.
It is done.
I was hoping that would level the spy up, but okay.
Ready for orders.
Alright, what else can we do? We have this one in Norea. I think I want to go ahead and start marching farther north with some of these armies. I could position one here and put them in ambush stance, which is perfect.
Further orders.
Now this army, I can put in Cambodunum, just momentarily. Oh yeah, these guys, this is the one that got hit by the spy, so I can't do anything with them right now. That's thoroughly annoying. But we're going to go ahead and take on the German Confederation this episode, so that I no longer have to deal with their shenanigans. Let's bring this spy this direction.
How may I serve you?
This spy is actually a veteran with this army, and this is not a particularly strong general, but the veteran is high level. We could assassinate him. There's a high chance of killing him with a, of wounding him with poison.
I shall bring you.
Yes, we actually killed him.
It is done.
I was not expecting that. Alright, now if you try and march up to Edessa,
Is that all?
I'm going to put you in ambush stance. If we can manage to ambush this army, that would be amazing. I don't know if we'll pull it off, but we're going to try.
At your command.
Alright, so this navy belonging to the Ma'in, I could ride out and hit them right now. We completely control this territory. So this honestly needs to be converted probably to a market town. We'll make that into a trading port. Convert that, convert that, convert that. Can't convert that yet, but we will soon. We'll make that into a civil settlement. Civil settlement.
Commander.
Yeah, we'll do more with you next turn, I promise. Ooh, Alexandria hasn't been upgraded yet. Yeah, let's do that. It's one of our one of our more important cities. Okay, let me go through my armies one more time and see if there's anything more I can do. I don't think there's anything left. Yeah, we're recruiting there. We'll leave this army here for now just to rebuild for a moment.
What do you wish of me?
This agent probably needs to head this direction ASAP.
Ready for battle. As a shadow.
Ready for battle.
We're going to leave this guy in Athens. It's a better defensive position. The public order in the Greek quarter is actually
It is an honor to
pretty
serve
terrible.
Rome.
Let's move you back down to Apollonia.
Commander.
Once it improves,
At your command.
we should see a considerable bump in our income.
At your command.
How can I be of assistance?
Okay, now we have a lot of money left. So we could go ahead and upgrade Petra. Let's do that so that basically so that we can have stronger defenses if it finds itself under attack by a smaller army, which can happen. Yep, let's upgrade Sparta. And that's pretty much all of our money. We're going to get more as we kick off the next turn. So we'll end the turn and see what these factions are up to. Really? Where did you come from? Are you serious? Alright, well... apparently there was an army of theirs still hanging out that I managed not to see. He might have been in ambush mode. I don't know. Did you just resurrect Aurelian's Rome?
Thunder and storm, but they tell us to ally with you, if you will have us.
Caledonians want a defensive alliance. Sure. You know what? Let's do it. He just brought back Aurelian's Rome. That's hilarious. Moment of truth. This might be the army that we are trying to ambush. No, they went another direction. They're attacking Dura Europus, the same place that got attacked previously. Alright. Well, so they're going to take Dura Europus from us now, I guess? We could take Hatra from you, dude. Like, you're... Alright. Whatever you say. Okay, yeah, I knew this was going to start happening. We do have some of the armies from the northern territory starting to come down. So this is also... This is the Ma'in. It's interesting. They're really spread out. This is the same force that we just attacked in the Red Sea. Interesting that it's playing out that way. Alright, so I know the Marcomanni have landed in my territory. Alright, so we have some unrest in Latium. We got some extra treasury, and now we have to control all of Gallia, Aquitania, and Belgica, which I also think we have. So now let's take this army, and let's say hello to these guys. We're not fully healed up yet, but we're healed up enough to hit these guys really hard. Good. Didn't lose any units.
Forgive me, but I cannot. Besieging settlement.
Why do we have to attack it twice? I mean, we just fought these guys. Thank God we didn't lose any units, but... Alright, Rome is gone, and that army is gone as well. So that was dealt with pretty handily by this army here. We just fought all of them right next to the city. Sometimes the game treats that differently. It's hard to tell when you're going to fight an army outside of a city, and then when you attack the city, it just lets you walk in. Or sometimes it really does make you fight twice. It's weird. I don't know what to make of it. Alright, so... let's get an agora. Let's do a religious gathering, and then we definitely want a procurator's villa.
At your command.
And you chose the wrong spot to try to raid.
Victory for Rome!
That is the end of Gallic Rome. We also... hang on. One thing I'm going to do right now, before I do anything else. What's my influence level? 65%. We are currently a kingdom. We could be an empire right now. I don't have to do anything separate. It costs 10,000. So there's going to be a loyalty drop, and there is going to be a public order bonus if we change to an empire, but we are going to declare ourselves an empire once again. So we are now an empire. You can see our income did change pretty substantially, which was expected. But that's okay. Now let's see what else we can get away with. We fully control this territory. Let's convert that and build a farm there and go ahead and get that level 3 settlement going there. So we can go ahead and move up on Istros, and then we'll be controlling Hercynia, Brodorgus. Let's take a quick look at our objectives. Okay, we don't completely control Belgica yet. Oh, you want me to control Belgica? That means going to war with the frickin' Caledonians. I've been building a good relationship with them. Well, dang it. That's actually kind of annoying. I don't like that very much. All right, we're gonna bust through here though. We are gonna take over the German Confederation's territory. That's gonna happen.
To your duties, men. At your command.
All right, Brodorgus is the city we want to try and hit next. It looks like we can hit it outright. Let's just march right up. I'm not really concerned about whatever defenses they might have in the area. Yeah, you guys don't. Tell you what, hang on. Let's continue this siege. They do have more defenses than I thought they would.
My skills are yours.
And my spy can't move as far as I thought she'd be able to. Well, that's kind of a shame. I guess I might back off of this attack for now. Well, I'll leave them there. I mean, they're probably going to counterattack and try and hit me back. But fighting me in the field, I will actually do better against them. So I'm not terribly worried. Let's poison this army.
Was there ever any doubt?
Alright, so we need to ride back down to Duryopus, or we can just take Hatra right now. Which is what I'm going to do, because they were dumb enough to leave it undefended. So, mine. I would march on it, but again, the game's not been doing a good job of actually showing the cities. So I'm not going to worry about that. We have Animal Trader, which gives us plus 2 army recruitment capacity. That's really nice. I might leave that in place, because that's such a nice building. Yeah, see, this is the same force. It's so strange. Alright, I'm going to ride out and hit these guys here really fast. And of course, I knew that was going to happen. Why did I try that? Why did I try that? I knew they were just going to ride away. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to bring this army up to help defend as soon as we can. But we also have some money to continue training these forces. So let's do that. Because we've been wanting to for several turns now. Made a few training blunders. But those are behind us. Alright, so there's that. And it looks like we are almost done training archers here, which is nice because now all we have to train is some heavy onagers. And let me go ahead and give you some additional heavy onagers because I'm feeling particularly vicious. And then that force is going to be ready. And now we just have to get these orders queued up. I don't see anything about Imperial Cataphracts. Okay, that's all we can do this turn, and that's fine.
Yes.
My skills are yours. Their life is yours.
Nice.
Fleet
A little bit of espionage.
Commander.
Ready for battle.
Now Zenobia probably needs to go ahead and move over to Tremontium, and then she can hit Odessos
Your orders.
in the next turn.
Yes.
Also, we might go ahead and move this fleet.
Beat the drums.
Let's put you up in Athens, because this is an area that really needs a lot of public order help. The public order is going to drop for a bit while we're in the midst of this transition,
At your command.
but we still have a lot of city upgrades that are in process.
Ready for order. It is an honor to serve Rome.
What do you
Ready for battle.
You're ready to move, though. Where can I send you? I kind of want to send them out into Dacia. I could probably run over Dacia with the Legion of Balshamin.
Fleet reporting. Ready for battle.
How can I be of
To
assistance?
victory.
We'll leave that siege in place. This is a very high-level spy. I'm going to send them up to accompany this army. That's 2 spies that are going to back up that army.
Ready for battle.
Okay, so I've done all that I really can. Let's go ahead and get these upgrading. I've done all that I really can with, ooh, hello. Cool. Yeah, I've done all that I can with the, whatchamacallit, with the, why are words escaping me right now? All that I can with my armies. So I've got some money that I can spend on improving this stuff. Words are eluding me. I can't explain it. Actually, I just realized what time it was. I should probably get some food. That might explain it. Let's do a Mithraic gathering, for sure, in Nerea. There might even be a few other spots in the Empire where I can do that for free. Can I convert that? No. Yep, there's one. There's one. There's one. Ooh, we are probably going to have some slums develop here, aren't we? Unless I go back and undo a few of my choices here, which I don't want to do that anymore. I'd rather just undo the slums. So I will make those calls in the opening moments of the next episode. It's a shame, though, we're not going to get another huge windfall of gold this time, because we do have to control some territory that belongs to the Caledonians, which I wasn't expecting. The Grand Victory only requires that we control... Oh, we don't fully control Palmyra right now because Dura Europus. We're actually very close to marching on Palmyra, which is funny. So they could very well try that as we end the turn. Let's actually end the turn and see what they do, because that could set up the next episode pretty damn well. We can still issue an edict. Really? Oh yeah, that's right, because we don't entirely control Palmyra anymore. I'm just going to skip that. Oh no, you know what it is? It's because we... I stand corrected. It's not just that. We also are an empire now. So let's go ahead and do tax harvesting on Syracuse. And we're going to end the turn. They're probably going to march on Palmyra, I would imagine.
The spirits tell us that we should offer you gold. We do not argue with spirits.
I argue with spirits all the time, so I'm going to say no. These guys, it looks like, are trying to attack me. Oh wow, this is actually going quite well. I was expecting them to drive me off with how bad the battle was looking when I tried it, but that's a decisive victory. Phenomenal. Okay, well that worked out. So now it should be a little bit easier to take that city. They're going to hit Palmyra. I mean, why wouldn't they? Oh no, they're going to hit Thapsacus. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, smoking, doing? I don't... Okay. Should have fought aggressively, actually. But what we're going to do is let this army wreak havoc here. Yeah, so there are some additional Sassanid armies riding in to cause problems. But we have some armies getting ready to march out and meet them. Hello, Armenia. Wasn't expecting you. And I think they're attacking Siscia. No, Sirmium. But we have an army very close by that I don't think they even know is there. So we'll hit them back very hard in the beginning of the next episode. Lots of chaos now that the Sassanids decided that they want to try and take on Palmyra. It's good that it waited until now. Okay, I knew that was going to happen. Zenobia is in position to hit this army and then take back both of these cities, so that's going to be okay. And again, those other armies are on the verge of being ready. The only downside of those new armies being trained up is that it is affecting our income. Everything else is being bolstered at the same time, though, so it works out. Settlement has been captured. Let's go ahead and occupy it. Because they fought us and we won. We've had some veterans and generals level up. Parmis. Tremontium, our wells have been poisoned here. We have some unrest in Aquitaine. The tax harvesting edict has been cancelled in Syria. And it looks like a spy has recovered. Oh, we still got some additional money. Of at least 2 of the following. Okay, cool. So now we have to control Mesopotamia, Media Magna, and Persis. So this is the forward into Persia mission. Despite attempts to maintain peace within the Eastern empires, once her struggle with the Roman emperors was at an end, Zenobia directed her armies towards Persia. As you might expect, war soon ensued. Yep. All right, consulting the Sibylline books. Let's stop this episode here, and the next one we're going to push back really hard and fast against all these guys. We're going to take Odessos back right now, in fact. Yeah, I didn't even have to fight, because they were so ready to get to have our control restored. But Sirmium has been taken, but we have an army right here. We can put them under siege, and as you can see, that battle's going to go well when it's done. But we have a lot of fun times coming up against the Sassanids in the coming episodes, given that this army decided not to attack Palmyra for some stupid reason. We can now put them back in Palmyra. We can attack Thapsacus directly. We can use this spy to poison their provisions again. Yep. So they're getting considerably weaker. And as a matter of fact, here's how we're going to end this episode. We're going to ride up on Thapsacus. We will fight this battle on the battlefield. I'm going to quick save it here. In the next one, we will take these guys on to kick off the episode. Our first major battle against a full-size, quote-unquote, Sassanid army, even though we are going to steamroll them. And then And then we're going to start pushing back with some of the new armies we've trained up, and maybe even train some additional ones because we can afford to now. It's going to be fun. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.